Well, evidently it's going to be a part 3 because every time I bump the phone just right, the charger kicks me off the phone and the video stops. So I'm holding the phone funny and hoping this don't happen again. So I have these words with this Scott piece of shit, and that's it. So Friday, while I'm out doing my running around, I get a text from Rhonda. I hope I'm proud of myself. I made a total ass of myself, and these people are filing charges against me for the threats I have made against them. What people? And how dare I demand her to know her whereabouts and who she is with? Mark is just her friend. It's like, huh? Who the fuck is Mark? Was he the dude in your car that day? I don't know. And that her car is not running anymore thanks to me because I broke the fucking crank position sensor. It's hanging on by a wire. Okay. I don't think so. And comes at me with all sorts of sideways fucking shit. That I'm a piece of shit for breaking her car and talking to her friends and threatening her friends like that and demanding to know where she is at. And I'm pretty sure I didn't do any of these things. I got the goddamn text log, the goddamn phone call log of when I've made phone calls, when I haven't, when she has made long phone calls, and so I'm getting these texts from her while I am in the Fife courthouse. I'm down busy trying to do something about these red light tickets I got. So I step over to the Fife Police Department across the hall, explain to them the situation, and they run my name, and there is nothing with my name except for the traffic tickets, the red light tickets. But an officer is taking interest in what I'm saying, and I'm showing him the text. I'm saying, here, this is where she texted me, these 4-mile long ones. Here's where it switch over. Here's where she called, and we went into the goddamn 8 to 10 hour phone conversation. And here's text from her talking about moving in, and, showed him all the text logs up to the point where she didn't respond anymore. And I said, okay, I guess I'm kicked to the curb. I'll go back to leave you the fuck alone mode. And then her fucking tirade she come at me with. Threatened me with all sorts of threats of stalking her if she ever sees my truck in Fife again. And the cop said, no, you're not stalking her. She got a hold of you. She has mostly been the contact here getting a hold and talking to you. He says some of them texts I couldn't make out. I said, yeah, she yells at her phone and doesn't use spell check or check to see if the right words came out. And he says, if it was him, he'd not contact her again. I said, I don't have any plans on it. And he says, you need to get a protection order or a restraining order against her because this woman is dangerous. This woman is planning on having you hurt. And then we talked about salmon fishing because pinks are running this year. And I let her know by text, hey, you got lied to evidently because your buddy Scott, I'm in the goddamn Fife courthouse right now talking to Fife police. Your buddy Scott didn't file anything. As for your car, I don't know who you let touch it and play with it because the crank sensor is a motherfucker to get to, and you knew it was broke. We used the last year's super glue to glue it back together as a temporary fix. I told you it was a temporary fix. And if you hadn't come at me all sorts of sideways this morning while I was in Chuck's picking up a couple quarts of oil, I would have picked you up a new one. It's only $25. Why do you always gotta piss me off when I got money? And I ain't heard back from her, but evidently I'm gonna be run out of Fife, which is fine. I just go to goddamn Federal Way. Don't know who she's talking to, who's putting these ideas into her head that I deliberately sabotaged her car. I'm a mechanic. I take pride in getting shit running and fixed. If I got to jury rig something for a few days, I'm telling you, I showed her. I showed her when I glued it back together. I said, this is part of your problem. And I also mentioned that if she'd put down her fucking meth bubble for half a fucking second, she might have heard what and understood what I was telling her about this being a temporary fix. It broke one of the ears off the fucking crank sensor. I just super glued it back together, tightened it down as tight as I dared, tighten the super glued end and tighten the other end down as far as it should be. It's a bitch to get into that. If it's hanging by a wire, I didn't do it because I know one bolt's holding it good and the other bolt should have been holding it good unless she had somebody get in there and fuck with it. But, you know, not my problem anymore. The way she went off on me, threats she made on me, threats of turning me in for this, that, and another thing because evidently she takes everything she knows about you and uses it against you when she gets pissed if she don't get her way. All I was doing was saying, hey, you know, I feel you've kicked me to the curb again, so I'm gone. Damn. Should have known better. Think I said weeks ago when this shit started, I know better. Didn't know it'd get this goddamn bad, but, damn. Totally fucking insane. So this is another one of them videos I'm burning to say, hey, I'm trying to cover my ass here because this woman's going to do something stupid to fuck me up. I should have seen it coming. Okay, that's enough of this.